Capitalism is going to die a slow, painful death because people are going to wake up and recognize that capitalism was never intended to meet the needs of the majority of people. Capitalism, by definition, is exploitation of the many by the few. There's no way anybody can be comfortable under that. Once there's no jobs for us to take to work, once the rich own everything, the only way we're going to eat is if they go to what? Universal basic income. Universal basic income is a form of socialism, right? You're giving without people earning. So everybody here gonna get a universal basic income from the United States government. Why? Because there ain't no jobs left.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence, because I see Elon Musk say,
What'd he say?
That's gonna be an existential threat to the human race.
Like, yo,
it is.
But I feel like he contradicting himself because he got Teslas.
He said it's the last thing you want right now. He like an AI.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you continue to make the robot too intelligent and you don't know how to work out all the glitches and the controls, anything can malfunction.
Yes.
If I teach a robot to kill people, and if it malfunctions, it's gonna start killing people. You feel me?
Yes.
So number one, I think that with artificial intelligence, there is definitely a threat to human safety if you continue to make these machines more and more independent, more and more self-reliant, more independent of human supervision, and then you give them dangerous responsibilities that involve safety and security. That's one issue. The other issue is artificial intelligence is going to destroy the traditional 9-to-5 job and 40-hour work week.
Just seen that.
If you keep on replacing people with computers, people will no longer be able to buy the things they need. If I can't buy, the economy collapses. The problem with capitalism is it's based on greed. And greedy people don't know when to stop taking. So they keep on reducing jobs because we got artificial intelligence, reducing jobs because we got artificial intelligence. But you fail to realize that by laying all these people off, they won't be able to buy nothing. So your economy falls.
Crash.
McDonald's, for the first time in history, is laying off thousands of workers. You know why? Because they now got the automatic machines. You seen the new McDonald's?
Yeah.
They don't need a person. You just order. So they're laying off tens of thousands. Amazon, they don't need workers because the AI, the computer can do it all. When you call to Amazon when you ain't get your package, it's all computerized. They laying off tens of thousands. Who else? Amazon, McDonald's.
I seen a couple places.
Facebook.
Laying off a lot of people.
Meta, I think they all the big corporations are laying off tens of thousands of people, right? Let me draw a slavery analogy, okay? Slavery or artificial intelligence, two completely different things, but I want y'all to see this. One of the reasons slavery had to end is because as long as black people could do the work for free, white people couldn't eat. The poor white man hated slavery because it stopped him from taking care of his family. Slave labor crushed the job market. Do you feel me? So slavery had to end because the white man got tired of being broke. He was going to rise up against the government.
But artificial intelligence is
doing the same thing.
Yes.
Artificial intelligence is putting people out of work. What happens when everybody's out of work and can't feed, clothe, or house their family? They're going to rise up against the government.
Craziness.
If capitalism doesn't watch it, this country will descend into chaos because white people are going to overthrow the government if too many of them go broke. The only thing keeping them from doing it right now is America keeps perpetuating this notion of a middle class, right? We have middle class. You can become middle class. Go to college, get a job. You can become middle class. But what they don't tell you is America rewrote the definition of class. Traditionally, class refers to what? Ownership of the means of production. Class was wealth. Black people ain't got no wealth. So how do you have a black middle class if black people don't own nothing? Because they rewrote the definition. Guess what determines your class now? Education and occupation. It's no longer what you own. It's education and occupation. So let me give you an example. I'm a single black mother. I got 5 kids. I got 2 master's degrees. I'm a math coach at the local public school. I'm making $60,000 a year, but with 5 kids,
Yeah.
I'm dancing at the poverty line. According to Uncle Sam and the IRS, I'm not poor. I'm middle class.
Yeah.
You know why? Because how much I make don't matter. My job and my education. My money don't matter. And that's how they perpetuate the myth. Oh, this is what they say. The black middle class is larger than it's ever been. They're not talking about money. They're talking about college degrees and occupation. And black people better stop sending their kids to college and start sending them to trade school, because with the artificial intelligence takeover, any job that a robot can do won't be around 10, 20 years from now. You have to make sure you are majoring in a profession that can only be done with human hands. You follow me?
Yeah.
The trades can only be done with human hands because it takes a human mind to analyze how to get this electric through here and around there. You follow me?
Yeah.
Plumbing, how to get this electric through here and around there. I'll give you some artificial intelligence for y'all. Let me come to psychology, right? My expertise. Don't you know that in COVID, our children were being tested electronically for special ed disabilities? In other words, there's computer programs that will now evaluate the kid. And even before that, when I test your kid, I can take their scores and put them in a program and hit return on a computer, and the computer will produce a psychological evaluation report.
Yeah.
Now, what's the problem with that? You might say, what's wrong with the computer? Did the computer see your kid? Did the computer talk to the mother? Did the computer talk to the teacher? Did the computer see the grades? Did the computer see the test scores? Did the computer know that kid was sexually abused or a foster kid, or his mama died or grandmom passed away? Is the computer able to take into account any of the contextual variables that might explain why he can't read other than a learning disability? Do you feel me? Yes. So artificial intelligence in the field of psychology is leading to the overdiagnosis of black people with problems they don't have. In psychology, I already see how artificial intelligence is causing problems with our people, because some jobs must be done by humans. But when you live in a capitalist society driven by greed, the bottom line is the profit margin, not the best interests of people. And that's why I would argue capitalism is going to die a slow, painful death, because people are going to wake up and recognize that capitalism was never intended to meet the needs of the majority of people. Capitalism, by definition, is exploitation of the many by the few. There's no way anybody can be comfortable under that. And that's why I'm not a socialist either, because although we look at capitalism and socialism as being opposites, I see them as mother and child. Capitalism gives birth to socialism. You want to know why? Once there's no jobs for us to take to work, once the rich own everything, the only way we're going to eat is if they go to what? Universal basic income. Universal basic income is a form of socialism, right? You're giving without people earning. So everybody here gonna get a universal basic income from the United States government. Why? Because there ain't no jobs left.
Yeah.
So do you see, that's socialism. And who gave birth to it? Capitalism.